taking a big breath up. And just hold it here. So hike those shoulders up. You can kind of rock side to side. Keep a soft bend in those knees and just move with that spine. Move side to side. You can move kind of under and release. And release it. Roll those shoulders back a few times. And roll them forward. And then shake out those arms and then just lean side to side, keeping a soft bend in those knees. That way we're protecting the lower back while still stretching them. So if I straighten out my legs, I feel a little bit more impact in my lower back. As I bend my knees, my core engages and it feels more of a stretch and less of weight bearing. And then stay over to the side. We're going to bring our arm up and then swing it down. So keep that chest open, up, stretching the back of the arm, and down, up. It's a little muggy here. Probably be taking this jacket off soon. It's a little warmer than I thought it was going to be outside. And one more time, then we switch up and over, and then just swing it. Up and back, and feeling that deep stretch. Also, because we're leaning, we're activating that core a little bit more. Open and close. Open and close. Two more. Open, close. Last one. And just rock those hips side to side. So just a little shifting side to side. Keep that chest open. And tuck the hips under and open. Two more. And last one. This time, bring those arms nice, wide, and open. And pretend like you're starting to give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around your shoulders, as close around your shoulders as you can. Bend the knees, tuck the hips, and just lean side to side. So again, as we're tucking the hips, we're protecting the lower back, stretching out that spine. Should feel really good in that mid to lower back. And then we're expanding that upper back as we're hugging our shoulders. Try not to grip your toes. I always have to check myself on that. And then bring those arms up overhead, like in a 90-degree angle, and we're gonna lean, soft bend, round it forward, other side. Round other side. And make sure that those knees aren't falling in. Big breath up, reach, stretch one arm, pull it back. Switch and back. Switch, pull back. And as I'm doing this, I'm feeling a really good stretch in my shoulders, deltoids, triceps. Both arms reaching, pull back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So little pulses. 2, 1, turn the palms out, open up the chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. And then forward for 3, 2, and 1. It's hot, so I'm going to take my jacket off. And we're going to move into some calf balance. So we're going to go right into some balance right away. We're going to do it a little bit later. But we're going to use the chair. So we're going to use our balance exercises to kind of continue to warm up the core, warm up the feet, toes, and ankles. So keeping that hand right next to the chair. You don't want it too far away or you're going to be leaning. You don't want it too close or you're going to be leaning into the chair. So find that nice balance where you just have your fingertips. If you need additional support, you can use both hands in the back of the chair, okay? So I like to just use my fingertips to guide me. Then little pulses, getting into those calves, straighten out the legs, and then lift, releve those heels as high as you can, and lower back down. Again, bend, let's do little pulses. My calves feel super tight this week. This is also really good for ankle mobility. Lower down, and again, bend and pulse. Try not to let those knees fall in. Straighten out. Lift from the core, releve, and lower down. And when you lower and lift, imagine that there's a string pulling you up, so it's control. Straighten out, lift, squeeze those glutes as you lift. Now hold it here. We're gonna bend and straighten. And notice I initially leaned, try to stay center. Feeling with a little tightness in my right side, so that was probably an immediate trying to protect that side. Try to really balance it. And if you feel any pain, just limit that range of motion, but try not to favor one side over the other. 4, 3, 2, so keeping those heels as high as I can. And then hold it down, do little pulses out with your knees. So little out, targeting those glutes. Tiny, tiny movement. You can get a little bit lower, do that. Continuing to work those quads, glutes, a little bit lower. Keep those heels as high as you can. One more level lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straighten out, lower down, and let's circle one ankle. A few times one way, and a few times the other way. Extend that leg forward, circle that ankle a few times one way, a few times the other way. Let the foot just hang there and swivel side to side. Switching legs, extended circle. Reverse it. Flex and point. Let the foot just hang there and swivel side to side. All right, now we're going to get into some leg work. So I always like to start on one specific side to you guys. It probably looks like I'm going to be working my right leg. So chairs to the left, bending the left leg. I'm going to extend my working leg out to the side, and I'm not going to turn it out, okay? I'm going to keep it forward, turn that foot so that your quad, everything is facing towards me. Now in this position, notice how limited range of motion you have, but you feel that outer glute insanely. So you might feel almost like it's about to cramp. Lift and lower. So really do it with intention, not just up and down. We're going up. You can almost extend that leg and then lift it. Extend it and lift it. Extend and lift. Hold it here, lift. Little pulses up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flex the foot. 1. So this is similar to those leg lifts that we do laying down on our sides. Now bring the leg in. It's going to be a little, almost like a little karate kick. So we're going to bring the leg in. We're going to lean into that chair. You don't have to get your leg completely parallel, but do your best. So even if it drops down here, the most important thing is that you're feeling that glute and that leg is staying completely straight. So extend and bring it back in. Extend, bring it back in. Extend, bring it back in. Hold this next extension. Keep that chest open, lift. 2. Totally feeling this in my outer glute, should be burning. Point the toe. 1, 2, 3. Check out your alignment in that standing leg. Now bend the leg, flex the foot, and extend it. Bend, extend, chest is open. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Keep it bent. Try to touch that wall behind you. Press. So leg is in a 90 degree, and I'm trying to touch that back wall, trying to keep that leg as parallel to the floor as I can. Then lift it up like I have a string, pulling that knee up. 4, 3, 2. Last set. Press it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lift it up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake out those legs. Let's do a little Seated stretch before we go to the other side. Oh, hopefully that was a good burn. Now it's going to feel super crampy as soon as you stretch it, so if you need to, you can just shift it side to side. You can also do this standing and just do the same position. All right, and then when it starts to feel like not as crampy, you can lean into it. Really stretch out that outer glute. Breathe into it. You do little shoulder shifts. And then lowering both feet down to the floor. What we're going to do is just slowly walk those hands forward. Walk them out. Let your head just fall forward. Walk your hands over to one side, stretching out not only the glute, but also the upper body. Over to the other side. Back to center, slowly walk yourself up. Let your head be the last thing to lift, and then roll those shoulders back for 3, 2, 1, and forward 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Oh my gosh, everything in my life is dirty. Just accepting of it. It is what it is. All right, so starting out, we want to be close to our chair. And we're going to lean into it. First, we're going to do those. No, I have to remember what we did on the first side. That's right. So bring that leg out to the side. Make sure it's not turned out. Make sure that it's turned in so the quad and the top of the foot is toward me. We're going to extend it and lift. So starting out slow. Pull that leg out of the socket and then lift it. Extend and lift. Pull that core in. Extend and lift. Extend and lift, extend and lift. Now hold it, lift, 2, 3, 4. Keep that leg, it's easy to want to turn out, it's less painful. Keep it turned in. Flex the foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now bring that leg in. And now we're going to go for those little karate kicks. So out and in. Out and in. So we're just kind of getting ourselves, our core ready to be in that leading position, getting that leg ready for that high extension. 4, 3, 2. Now try to keep that chest open. Try not to turn inner thighs facing down. Lift. 2, 3, 4. I like to have my forearm on the chair if I can. Point the toe. 1, chest is open, abs are in. 4, 3, 2, flex the foot. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to bend and extend. Bend and extend. 3, still trying to keep that leg just going over that invisible plane. 4, 3, 2, 1, now bend the knee and press it back, trying to touch that back wall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lift it up, little string lifting that knee and foot together. 4, 3, 2, pump it back. 8, 7, this is it. 6, 5, and we get a good stretch. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and whew, kick out those legs, get a nice stretch in there, and we get our chair stretch next. Good job, you guys. All right, we're going to place that ankle on the quad. If it just totally cramps up right away, again, just start out nice and slow, just rocking that leg. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Use this moment to connect with your breath. Remind yourself to do this throughout the day. Breathing, getting that oxygen and energy flowing, and just keeping those stress thoughts a little more quiet. All right, when it feels good to you, you can lean into it. You can rock side to side. You can also do a little shifting, Wherever you feel the stretch the most, where you need it, just go to that. As long as there's no pain or discomfort, find that deep stretch. And we're going to lower both feet down to the floor. Once again, I like to kind of shift myself to the edge of the chair. Walk your hands forward, let your head relax. Walk your hands over to one side, over to the other side, back to that first side, and then stretch that arm across, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Switching sides, extend, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Back to center, let your head relax, slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and do it while we're here. Sit back and relax, let your head drop, stretching out the neck, all those tight tension muscles. Look over your shoulder, twist. Drop your shoulder. And still try not to go back to your old posture ways. Try to be just not forcing anything, but just being in that nice upright position. Drop the ear. Look over the shoulder. And other side. So now we drop the ear to the other shoulder. Twist, look over the shoulder. Back to center. Look over. Drop the ear. And over. And then bring both arms up. Let's go and do that same stretch we did at the beginning. Stretch and reach, hike those shoulders up. 3, 2, 1, and release it. And now we're going to use our chair for those really nice deep hip stretches. All right. So we're going to face the seat of the chair. And first, just to warm things up, we're going to bring that leg in front. Soft bend in the standing leg. The leg in front that's completely straight, that's the most important thing. Keep that foot flexed and then lean forward. So not nose to knee, think about chest to quad, deepening that hamstring stretch. And then bring yourself up, all the way up. Breathe in, breathe out, come down again. See if each time you can get a little bit lower. And up. One more time forward. And then bring one arm across, and then the other arm across. And if you have arms on your chair, you can hold on to it as you pull across. And as we're doing this, we're actively stretching into those hamstrings, keeping the chest open, and then getting a little bit of spinal mobility here as well. Now, go ahead and turn to the side, turn that same leg to the side. Keep the toes up towards the ceiling. Keep it flexed. And we're going to bring that arm up and over. And then up and back. Twisting, looking over the shoulder. Up and over. And up and back. And last time, up and over. Now from here, stay sideways and then just do big circles all the way around, almost like you're drawing a big halo over your head. And lower down. All right, same thing on the other leg. I'm going to turn my chair so that when I turn, I'm still facing you guys. So starting out, soft bend in that standing leg. Leg in front is completely straight, foot is flexed, and very important not to have this leg locked out. So bend that standing leg, lean forward, go for that flat back, and then come up. You'll start to feel each time maybe that hamstring loosens out just a little bit. Stand up. And one more time, hold it here. Hold in that position, and then we're going to do those nice big sweeping movements to not only stretch that upper body, but also feel that hamstring stretch, maybe deepen and then release. So as we've talked about many times, we don't want to hold a stretch. This is our way to keep stretching, but move through it just a little bit more. 2 more, 2, and 1. And then bring that leg out to the side. Foot is flexed, soften the standing leg. Slowly walk the hand down. Bring the arm up and over, and up and back. And for this stretch, not only are we stretching that inner thigh, hamstring, glute area, but you might feel a nice pull through the hips as we lean. And then, of course, a good spinal rotation as we twist back. So very, very much full body stretch. These are some of my favorites. Multitask. And allow the muscles and everything to move and stretch together. One more time. Hold it here. We're going to do those big, big circles overhead. And reverse it. Right, and then coming out of that stretch, now we're going to go super, super deep hip psoas stretches. So, going to that first leg once again, try to stick with the first leg that you stretched. We're going to lean into it. So, just to start out, notice that I'm just kind of pushing my hips forward, leg is straight, and then I'm going to come out of it halfway. So, once again, lean forward, just pushing your hips into that chair. And then release it halfway. One more time, shift. Hold it here. And now we're going to take it a little bit further. So just come up high on that heel, tuck the hips, and lean into it a little bit more. So I'm still pushing my hips forward. Now we're going to lift, tuck, and just drop that knee straight down. Again, release it. Come up high on that heel, tuck, push the hips forward. So feel that hip flexor. And then we're gonna lift, tuck, and drop straight down into that quad, psoas, hip flexor. Woo. Workout in and of itself. One more time. Lift, tuck, push. Release it. And if you're having a hard time kind of differentiating the two, you drive forward with the hips on the first one, and then you lead with that knee as you drop straight down. Uh-oh. I think the contractors are here. Good thing we're almost done. I didn't think we would be here today. All right. On to the other side now. Let's see. Okay, so now we're going to focus on always the back leg. So starting out, we're going to just lean into it, shift around, shifting, twisting. Let's see what time it is. Oh, perfect. 5 minutes. All right, and so you'll start to feel like, for me, I have a lot of tension in my psoas hip area, working through it. But those are the areas that, when we do these stretches, notice what's speaking to you the most. So now we're going to lift, tuck, and then just draw it forward. Release it halfway. Up, tuck, forward. Release it halfway. One more time. Up, tuck, forward, and really feel that deep hip stretch. Hi. All right. So now we're going to lift, tuck, bend as we lead with the hips. And then lift, tuck, drop into that knee. And again, lift, tuck, forward, lead with the hips, still bending that back leg. And again, up, tuck, drop, straight into that knee. Ooh. And be gentle, like don't force anything. This is a really deep stretch, so listen to your body. Up, tuck, lean. One more time, up, tuck, drop straight into that knee. And come out of it. Oh. So hopefully that felt really, really good for opening up those hips. You know, if we're sitting a lot, I know I always say the same stuff, but if you're sitting a lot, these are the kind of stretches that you want to do on a regular basis. So let's go ahead and face the back of our chair, walk our hips back. And I kind of think of this as like a modified downward dog. So pressing the palms in, shifting, let that head relax. Bend and straighten the knees. Hamstrings feeling a little bit looser now. Walk your hands over to one side. So taking one hand, stacking on top of the other, kind of pulling at an angle, getting a deep stretch into that tricep deltoid area. You can also shift your hips still. Come back to center and then stack your hand on the other side. Pull back, rock. Back to center, we're going to do a little cat and cow stretch, so round it, and release it, round and tuck, open, release, round and tuck, open, release, coming out of it, and the last stretch we're going to do some calf stretches. So kind of started with the calves, now we're going to get back into them. So going in for that nice deep lunge, and then half just shifting back, leaning forward, shift it back. Hopefully those calves feel a little bit looser after all the stretches that we did. I mean, even though those really deep hip stretches target that area, the entire leg is so related. So tight calves, tight hips, knees, all of that can be, from one thing or another, being tight. Switching sides. I've been working with a chiropractor on a knee thing on my right leg, and we're starting to conclude now that it's probably more hip IT band related. So very interesting how the body all works together. Shift it forward. Shift it back. Shift it forward. Shift it back. And let's go ahead and grab our foot. If you have a hard time grabbing, you can always grab like a towel or an elastic band. We're going to tuck those hips under, keep them tucked, draw that knee back. Draw it forward. So notice I'm staying grounded, I'm staying tucked. Pull it back. One more time forward and back. Switching sides. Grab the foot, bend the knee, tuck the hips, round the shoulders. Pull it back. Forward. Pull it back. Forward. Pull it back. Release it. And then let's do one more side bend. If you want, you can cross your leg over. Lean. Pull back. And then switch sides. Option to cross that leg over. Just gets a little bit deeper stretch into those hips. And back. And then to finish up, we want to get back to our breath. Deep, deep breath so that we finish the rest of the week, the rest of the day, and a nice, calm feeling. So breathe in, hike the shoulders up. Expand that rib cage, let that oxygen flow. Breathe out, release it. Two more, just like that. Nice, big breath up. Up. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. One more time. Big breath up. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. And you guys are all done.